I believe recovery is an ongoing process. However, I believe a lot of decisions lie on the person who's going through the recovery.
How did the addiction begin?
Having a bout with COVID and losing my faith in God because I wasn't healing as fast as I thought I should be. So with that dwindling of faith became a dependency on something else, a dependency that was not as great as God, but it turned to drugs.
How did it happen?
I think more, I could call them friends at that time, but when I look back, they really weren't friends at all. And I think I was looking for something that would bring me some comfort. And the comfort that I had, I walked away. I turned my back away from it. And drugs became my comfort. Fortunately, I was able to see rock bottom. I was able to see that during that descent, I was slowly killing myself. And during that descent and realizing that I was killing myself, I knew I didn't want to die. I knew I didn't want to die. But I also knew that there was a saving grace for me. And the problem was, I didn't know how to turn back to it. I believe that because of my guilt, my shame, and my embarrassment to how I let drugs become a stronghold, a domination over the life that I was previously living. That saving grace was there, but my guilt and my embarrassment and my shame would not let me turn back to it to grab a hold. It was more that I was angry with myself than anything because I allowed myself to get to that point. And I knew that that wasn't a place where I needed to be. I just didn't know how to turn from it.
So what changed? How did you get to that point where you could do that? Where you could turn it around?
Well, honestly, I had someone reach out to me who truly had my best interest at heart and didn't want to see me in the place where I was. They reached out, they put words of positivity in my ear, and they didn't turn away from me. They didn't turn away. They didn't judge. They didn't point a finger. They showed me the way back to that saving grace without being guilty, without being ashamed, and without being embarrassed. And I needed that. I needed it. And I reached out and I grabbed a hold. And it turned out for the good. And
They welcomed you.
yes, not only did they, but God did as well. God was always waiting to welcome me.
So you never found the judgment you feared. You never found that scrutiny.
Nah, not once. Not once. Actually, it was more of a welcome to recognizing that love was waiting for me. Love was waiting for me. And that love was not just the love of God, but his saving grace and the ability to be loved back to life.
Wow, that's kind of poetic.
It's true.
So where are you at now? How you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh my
how you
God,
doing?
man, I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well.
Yeah, that's not a good enough answer.
Okay, well, I can. I'm too blessed to be stressed, and I'm in a much greater place than where I was, and I expect my place of I expect my place to expand a great deal more.
What did you feel like was rock bottom for you?
The fact that no matter what I did, I needed I felt like I needed to have drugs involved in order for me to function and live my life.
So, like everything else kind of falls by the wayside,
Pretty much.
and your whole mission is
To use.
the next use,
Yes.
the next fix, the next high, whatever. Is there something I should have asked you that I haven't?
Yeah. You should have asked, how can the next person get to a place where I am? And I would tell you, let go of yourself, your desires, your fleshly desires, and let God. I mean, I guess maybe we are under God's guidance. I guess the issue would be is, do we choose to follow that guidance? I chose to, and I'm grateful that I did. I wake up every morning now, giving God praise, thanking him for my life. Thank you for his blessings. And now I go to work every day, and I thank him for all of that. Everything that's transpiring in my life right now, I thank God for it.